is going on, guys? It is your host T-Dub here, back for some more Forza Horizon Drift League qualifying results and bracket battle order update for Byron Bay West. As you can see, battles are July 30th here in America. That is in 6 days, so this coming Sunday at 9 p.m. Central is when battles are, but the stream starts at 8:40. So that would be 9:40 when the stream starts and 10 on the Eastern Seaboard. So as I look at the results here, hold on, they forgot to add someone at the bottom. Gotta see who it is. Okay. Alright, so the way the order went at the bottom with double zeros due to a no-show that the leaders unanimously decided that could still compete is Ricky Bobby 26. He is going to be in the 14 spot. And hold on, they have to fix the bracket now too as well, because I have the bracket on my laptop as well, so I'm going ahead and entering that in. Let's see here, Ricky Bobby 26. So that means too, guys, that we've had the most people qualify in an event so far, and we are only 2 shy because of no-shows of a full field. So like I said, at the bottom at 14 is double zeros by Ricky Bobby due to a no-show that was approved to still compete. And then next at 13, this is where the runs that people who actually showed up to run start. So at 13th, first run with a 0, second run with a 10, final score of 10 is Slowed Pigeon 902. Then in 12th, with a first run of 40 and a second run of a 0, with a final score of 40, is YT Invert Fusion. Then in 11th, with a first run of 50 and a second run of 20, therefore his final score is a 50, is Fiery Raccoons 34. Then in 10th, with a first run of 65 and a second run of 40, a final score of a 65, is Gearhead 12349. Then this one's going to be a shocker for you guys. In 9th, with a first run of a 50 and then a second run of an 80. And keep in mind, guys, we had four drivers tie with a final score of 80, and it literally came down to the highest low score to break the 4-way tie. So with the lowest low score of a 50 out of the 4 tied 80s is Ace Tech 04, your first event's winner and your second event's runner-up. Then in 8th, with a first score of 55 and a second score of 80, is Benback Jalen. Then in 7th, with a first score of 80 and a second score of 70, meaning this is the second highest 80 score, is Exterior Guide 46. Then in 6th, with a high score of 80 and a low score of 75, that means he got the top 80 spot by 5 points, was Sweet Kuda. Then in 5th, with a first run of 85 and a second run of 85, talking about consistency, that means his final score was an 85, so he had 85s all across the board, was Orbit Kicks. Then in 4th, which is funny, 4th and 3rd tied with a score of 90. Both their first runs were at 90. except one's second run was an 85 and the other one was a 65. They are new teammates and brothers. Both Aussie Hoons get 3 and 4, but Aussie Hoon 17, last event's winner, gets 4th. And then Aussie Hoon 01 in his first event for Forza Horizon Drift League qualifies 3rd. Then in second, with a first run of 85 and a second run of a high 95, meaning his final score was a 95, was last event's co-host T. John, meaning the only driver left with the first run of 85 and then the second run, the first perfect score of the season with 100, is Blessed Track 351. So that is the qualifying results. Now we move on to the bracket. So, since Bless did get the number 1 qualifier and we don't have a full field, he will move straight on to the second round with a bye. On that note, he will face the winner between the 8th and 9th qualifier, Ben Beck Jalen Ace Tech 04. Then in the next bracket, the 5th and 12th qualifiers will go up against each other. That is Orbit Kicks and YT Invert Fusion. The winner of those two will face the winner of Aussie Hoon 17 and Slowed Pigeon 902. Then the next section, Aussie Hoon 01 will go up against Ricky Bobby 26. The winner of those two will face the winner of Sweet Cuda and Fiery Raccoons 34. Then in the next section, Exterior Guide 46 and Gearhead 12349 will go up against each other, and they will face T-John in the second round, since T-John is the number 2 qualifier and we only have 14 qualifiers. He moves on to the second round. So remember, guys, it's a double elimination bracket, so if you lose once, you are not out of the whole thing. You must lose twice to get eliminated. So that's how that's going to go down. We hope to see you guys next Sunday at 9 p.m. Central. Well, actually, we would like to see you at 8:40 p.m. Central to let you guys get in. So that would be 9:40 Eastern. So 9 p.m. Central battles, that means it will be noon Monday for you Australians. We hope to see you guys out there. And as always, keep it slideways. And thanks, drivers, for competing and making it the most qualifiers ever this season. Alright, guys, later.